highest level to appreciation, forgiveness, joy, mediation, and love. If you want to connect with higher vibrational beings, you have to raise your own personal vibration. You might be wondering why. The universal law of attraction states that energy attracts like energy. And because the beings in the spiritual realm will not lower their vibration, you must raise your vibration to connect with them. The more you stay in a higher, lighter, clearer vibration, the more you will connect with the spiritual realm. The core idea is that everything in the universe is made up of energy, and this energy vibrates at different frequencies, creating distinct levels of reality. While we are able to raise our vibration temporarily in order to communicate with those on a higher plane, we aren't able to sustain this permanently and must come back down after a while. The only way to ascend to a permanently higher vibration would actually be through death. Deceased loved ones, family, friends, co-workers, and loved ones who have passed on, they have released the dense energy of their physical bodies, so they have automatically moved up the vibrational scale. Spirit guides once inhabited a physical form and had the same journey or purpose as the physical beings they are now guiding. Upon leaving their physical bodies, spirit guides choose to become teachers or guides to those of us still remaining in the physical realm. They offer guidance, comfort, and at times, warnings and protection. Moving further up the scale, the Ascended Masters are divine beings that lived earthly lives as great teachers, healers, or showers of the way of ascension, like Buddha and Christ. Ascended Masters come from all cultures, modern and ancient, and are often spoken of and remembered in religious contexts. They released all their fears and grew and raised their vibrations in order to ascend, and they bring light and love to everyone. Angels, guardian angels, and archangels are higher vibrational beings who exist only in the hidden spiritual realm, and they never incarnate to a physical form as humans and animals do. Angels help, they guide, they comfort, and allow people to move along their spiritual journey with support, and usually at least one guardian angel is assigned to a person throughout their life. Now, the designation HU1 stands for the first level of the harmonic universe. There are 5 levels from HU1 to HU5. Each level contains 3 dimensions. The concept of HU1 emerges from metaphysical and spiritual frameworks that seek to explain human existence, consciousness, and evolution through the multidimensional paradigms. HU, abbreviated as harmonic universe, represents distinct vibrational levels or states of reality. HU1 is the first harmonic universe encompassing dimensions 1, 2, and 3. It is closely tied to the physical body and the emotional framework of the inner child, reflecting the foundational aspects of the human experience. This video will go into the origin of HU1, the total number of HUs, a detailed analysis of dimensions 1, 2, and 3, and elucidating their meanings and influences. HU1 as a term originates from the metaphysical systems that emphasize our multidimensional reality. These systems propose that existence is structured in layers of consciousness and vibration, each corresponding to a specific harmonic frequency band. The term HU1 specifically designates the first and densest of these layers, where physicality and emotional development are most pronounced. The designation of HU1 serves as a framework to categorize experiences within this density and clarify how consciousness evolves from lower to higher frequencies. The focus on HU1 stems from its relevance to human existence, as it represents the starting point of soul embodiment and growth. It encompasses the learning processes associated with survival, identity, and emotional maturity. How many harmonic universes are there as a whole? Well, HU1 is the initial stage. The metaphysical teachings often describe multiple HUs, typically 5 or more. Each HU has 3 dimensions, progressively increasing in frequency and complexity. HU1 is dimensions 1, 2, and 3, physical and emotional development. HU2 is dimensions 4, 5, and 6, mental and higher emotional awareness. HU3 is dimensions 7, 8, and 9, spiritual and archetypal consciousness. HU4 is dimensions 10, 11, and 12, universal and cosmic awareness. HU5 is dimensions 13, 14, and 15, ascended mastery and connection to source. These harmonic universes are interconnected, forming a ladder of consciousness. Ascension from HU1 to higher level HUs involves expanding awareness, releasing limiting patterns, and aligning with higher vibrational states. When we explore HU1, we notice that it has dimensions 1, 2, and 3, each representing distinct aspects of human experience. These dimensions serve as building blocks for consciousness, development, and integration. Dimension 1 is our physical body and our instincts. Dimension 1, often referred to as the foundational layer, is associated with physical existence and our primal instincts. It governs the survival mechanisms encoded within the human body, including automatic processes like breathing, digestion, and cellular repair. The key characteristics of this first dimension are physical structure, which governs the material form, including our DNA and our cellular organization. Survival instincts focus on security, shelter, food, and reproduction. Root chakra is connected to this, which manages the feelings of safety and stability. The consciousness focus is limited to immediate physical sensations and needs. Dimension 1 serves as the platform for higher consciousness to embody a physical form. It represents the foundation upon which emotional and mental experiences are built. Now, Dimension 2 is our emotional body and inner child. Dimension 2 expands beyond physical survival to include emotions, desires, and relationships. It corresponds to the emotional body, heavily influenced by early childhood experiences, memories, and the development of our inner child. The key characteristics are emotional awareness, because they manage feelings, reactions, and desires; inner child focus, because they store unresolved traumas, patterns, and joys from childhood; and sacral chakra connection, which is linked to creativity, sexuality, and emotional flow. The duality and attachment here would be themes of pleasure, pain, and relational bonds. In this second dimension, individuals process emotional responses and form behavioral patterns based on past experiences. Healing the inner child often becomes a central focus for achieving emotional maturity and moving towards higher consciousness. In the third dimension, we have the mental body and the ego identity. Dimension 3 introduces mental processing, ego formation, and self-identity. It bridges the physical and emotional realms, enabling humans to make sense of their experiences through logic, analysis, and perception. The key characteristics here are mental awareness. We develop rational thinking, language, and problem solving. Ego development, we establish our identity, our boundaries, and our individuality and our autonomy. The chakra connection is solar plexus, which governs confidence, willpower, and personal strength. The linear time perception here are ideas of past, present, and future. Dimension 3 is also where societal conditioning, belief systems, and cultural programming shape our perspectives. It's often described as the illusionary reality because it relies heavily on external validation and linear understanding. HU1 as a framework for growth means that when you live in HU1, consciousness primarily operates within dimensions 1, 2, and 3, focusing on physical survival, emotional stability, and mental structure. This stage represents the developmental journey from infancy to adulthood, where individuals learn to navigate their physical and emotional realities. The challenges in HU1 are survival strategies, overcoming fears related to safety and security; our emotional triggers, healing unresolved trauma from the inner child; our ego dominance, balancing personal identity with collective awareness; and the opportunities in HU1 are self-mastery, learning how to integrate physical, emotional, and mental aspects; inner healing, addressing patterns and wounds to foster growth; conscious expansion, preparing for higher dimensions by establishing stability; and transitioning beyond HU1. Ascending beyond HU1 involves shifting focus from external validation to internal exploration and higher wisdom. This transition often requires emotional healing by releasing traumas stored in the emotional body, mental clarity, detaching from limiting beliefs and fear-based patterns; spiritual practices, engaging in meditation, energy work, and self-reflection. The goal is to integrate lessons from HU1 and align with higher dimensions, enabling access to expanded states of consciousness in HU2 and beyond. In conclusion, HU1 represents the foundational stage of human experience, encompassing dimensions 1, 2, and 3, which correspond to the physical body, emotional framework, and mental identity. It serves as a platform for personal growth, healing, and self-discovery. By understanding and working within HU1, individuals can address their core wounds, build resilience, and prepare for higher states of consciousness. This multidimensional model provides a roadmap for navigating existence, empowering individuals to transcend limitations and embrace their spiritual evolution.